Alright, hey everyone, how you doing today? We got ourselves a Honda motor on a pressure washer. And this is a 3000 PSI. That's pretty interesting. It tells you right here, 3000 PSI at 0 degrees, 26 PSI at 25 degrees, and 26 PSI at 40 degrees. And the GPM means gallons per minute. It's nice about this pressure washer, they actually have the filter, water filter still intact. So many of them don't have the water filter. It's really scary because you don't know what the condition of the pump is. What kind of crap might have went in there. This is the out. It's a little rusty under there. So, easy start, high performance. It's overhead cam. 190. I guess that's what horsepower maybe. We have an on and off switch here. Fuel filter. Fuel line with a off switch, which is pretty cool. That's really nice. This motor seems pretty dry right here. Everything's good. Right here, so try to lift this up. That is our carburetor. Yep. And this is second. Oops. All right. Here we go. This is our water pump. This looks like the Italian company. Oh God. Hold on. Okay, good. This looks like the Italian company's Italian water pump maker. Sorry to say that. Anovi Riverberry? I think that's what it. Yeah. Anovi Riverberry, yes, that's correct. So RM, this pump is RMW 316934. Usually I'm never that lucky to have a label on these things. You just don't know what the heck you're getting. So if you are able to see it, I think they were just complaining that it's leaking a lot from right there, the seal. And I think, right, that we can probably save this thing. What I like about this pressure washer is this. I've not seen one before where at a tank you can just put your little, whatever your concoction is, cleaning solution into here, right? Comes in through there, gets fed right into the water pump from the side. You know, I've not seen it before. That's really cool to me. So I'm really excited about trying to clean my things, my dirty things with some actual like soap water. I found a really nice concoction at the Home Depot from Dawn Heavy Grease Remover. So I want to look at that. We have here oil. Let's check the oil. Well, it's not bad. It's got a lot of miles on that. Can't say for. It has so much oil in it. So too much oil in it. I'm not sure. Oh well. I like it. I'm gonna try to save as much of it as possible. I doubt much. Spark plug here. So yeah, that's what they said. It said it just leaks from the seal underneath. So let's give it a shot. Let's try to turn it over, see if it'll start for a second or two, then turn it off. Oh wait, before we go, we have let's check this gas tank here. Yeah, it's bone dry. There's nothing in there. It's cool how these gas tanks are all like plastic now. It really takes care of a lot of the rust that you would see with the older stuff. Okay, ooh, click too. That's nice. Full start. Let's see, does the engine turn over? Come on. Yes, engine turns over. Alright, so let's see what we can do with this. I like what I see. I don't know how easy it is to pull this engine apart and not have to redo all the gaskets just to get to that one at the bottom, but we'll find out, won't we? So this spark plug is 13/16. So let's get that off. Check the spark. What do you think? I think it has spark. It's too new to not have spark. Plus it's a Honda engine. Chances are really, really low that it doesn't have spark. That's probably the...
What's up,
dude? How you doing?
Oh, man.
Good.
What's up?
Just making a video on this. So the spark, this you can see how clean that the plug is. So it's definitely doesn't have any carbon deposit. It's not wet. So it's the motor's running good. It's not lean or you know. All right, so we got that. Let's check and see if we have spark. How's your day today, man?
Chilling, man. It's got work. She got a power washer?
Yeah, try to fix it. Alright, so look right here and see if you can see any spark. Oh, you know, I gotta put it in the on. Got to put that on. Okay, so now it's in the on. The magneto will be able to like generate a pass a spark from here. Let's see. Yep, did you see that? That was a spark. So we have spark. There, let's give you a better, come over close up. Make sure you saw that. Take a look. Let's see. Oops, sorry about that. Still, yeah.
What is it?
You pull on it if you want. Get a friend when you need to get some spark.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, see, there you go. One more time. Yeah, one more time. Awesome. It's got a lot of sparks. I want to do a compression test just to see what the engine tells me. So I'm going to put this back in off so I don't shock myself. All right. Let's pull it 5 times. So it looks like we have about 60 PSI. No, 60, what was it, 70? Yeah, 70 PSI. So that's good for this engine. I've seen like these small motors tend to have like around 50 PSI to 60. So this is more than what I'm expecting. So like I said, the seals look great all around it, and I didn't expect anything. But I don't know. I think that might go up a little higher because there's a leak underneath where the camshaft exits. So I think that's where we're gonna, if we fix that, we'll see that go up. Right, so that's 70 PSI. It's holding, so that's good. It's not like dropping or anything like that. All right, let's put a little fuel in there. Easter. Grab a little bit of fuel. Toss it in there. All that. Let's see if we can get it to turn over. Start. What do you think? I think yeah. I think so too. Put this in the on position. So yeah, right. That's good. Alright, so that wants to run. Alright, so this is what the previous owner said, that had a lot of oil. Yeah, okay. So the oil was just dripping down onto the water pump, right, from the engine. So let's just see what we have. Bam! So you see that? Yeah. So again, right in here, it's just a whole bunch of oil. So we have a leak from the seal at the bottom, and he said it was always like that. No. Alright, so we're gonna have to take this motor and water pump and separate the two so we can take a look at the that seal and see what actually no, we don't. Well, yes, we do. I gotta get that seal out of there, right? And I need to get that out of there, but I don't know how much of the engine I have to tear apart to do that. Some extra things I didn't talk about. We have our governor arm here. Let's see how that... It's got a lot of tension. It's the governor arm. Fuel, one of these is on or off. Probably this is off. Straight up and down, I think. Turn to your left and something will flow, so that must be off. Then over here we have some information about air index of 3. Very clean. Not certified for sale in the EU and Australia. Maybe we're getting shafted here. I think 3 is not that clean. Anyway, I'm not sure. There's some other information underneath here. This is, looks like the engine stuff. This is a GCV 190 LA NFBR NFBR R280 GJAAA 6982362 and a 3D barcode here. I don't know what's going on with any of that information. I just know that we need to get the water pump separated, and the water pump has that, so we're gonna have to pull that off. Hopefully that won't be too much of a chore or break anything. Alright, let's get that hose off. So it's gonna fight too much. Oh, it's nice, it didn't fight much at all. We want to separate the motor from the chassis and also the water pump. And to do that, we have 3. 1, 2, 3 6mm Allen wrench socket here. So we're gonna get that in there. Right. There's one. There's another one up here. So you can see what's going on. And there's one more right back here. Alright. See that? Can you see anything? That's sweet. That's a little better. Oh, holy magnetic tray. We're so full. I gotta get a whatever. Let me pull these off first. Holding on to anything. It's not holding on to anything, and oh, I see. There's bolts at top. Silly me. Of course. Totally. I was totally getting ready to put up these things were going to put up a fight, but they're not. If you want to know, they are 13 millimeter at the top here, but they just kind of just screw it up. So no big deal. That's one. Sorry. Another one here. Two. There's a third one on that side. Right here. There's another one. Looks a little dark. Right there. There's another one. Okay, so that's three. Scale from 1 to 0. What do you think? It's going to be easy to pull apart? Well, let's take these bolts out. Doesn't really matter. Pump needs to separate from the motor. So. That's not too bad. Okay. Now, I always think these things are going to be way more difficult than what they are. Okay, so let's just everything. Pretty oily. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let me get this, see if it's secured here. We can talk. So I'm not so anxious. Alright, what are the... I lost a bolt or something. Oh, all three is here. Okay. Alright. So this is pretty oily. Let's get it together. So that just looks like, that's just ridiculous. It's the top of the water pump. And these are the 3 bolts that came out. All the same size. All 6 millimeter bolts. Hex bolts? Is that a hex bolt? I don't know. So I think that that's where our source. See the fresh puddle. I'm sorry. See the fresh puddle of oil right there at the bottom. And the light's not doing too good there. Okay. So we have a breach in the seal, and that's causing leakage. Let's try to take this off with a little bit of a couple tricks here. We'll do the small drill bit. And when you do this, stay in the middle. This is tricky because well, let me give you a better. The shaft is in the way, so what I'm trying to do is stay as centered as possible. Easier said than done. So we don't want to damage the wall. And there's a piece of metal ring in this O-ring that kind of helps hold it in place. You know, maybe that won't work. Maybe we should try something else. Maybe just a pick. What do you think? I just don't want to damage the outside metal or the inside. So that's a piece of metal right there. Because it's a piece of metal, I do have metal drill bits, right? What I should do is maybe center punch it and see if we can get a see my concern, so I don't want to damage. Let's see. Okay. So this is pushing in too much on the side. Oh, let's try something else. Okay, so these like oil seals, right? They have a piece of metal in the construction of them and go all the way around that keeps the shape. And there's some spring also that pulls in. At least I've seen them in other ones. I don't know if this one has it, but this is kind of hard right here. You know? So I'm thinking maybe we can just like maybe center punch it. Okay. So once we center punch it, right? I switched my bit to like a metal drill bit. Okay. So there's metal right there. Metal that came out anyway. That I'm thinking I can probably just screw into it. Easier said than done. Okay. Definitely not. I don't know how deep I can go before I hit other metal I don't want to damage. Let me see. Okay. I'm all the way through. Okay, so that went all the way through. I didn't bottom out, so that's a good thing. Take this. This should... there you go. That feels better. Yeah. Don't really like it. It did bump up a little bit against the shaft. So lettuce. So we can try a different spot. What do you think? A little lower? Yeah, let's go a little lower so you can see. Alright. I'm not sure how effective that was. No, you can't see anything, I get you. What I'm trying to do is keep the bit from walking. I'll give you a better angle. Okay, I think this should be better. I hate bad angles on videos. You can't see anything. Okay, so... Okay, so I just went through. And it's real obvious when I go through because the... just kind of just spins right there. I like that it's not touching. Okay, so I think I got a good grab there. It all, maybe. All right, let's give it a shot on the other side. So you can use your imagination. You know what I'm doing. Put it better. That didn't really do anything yet. Let's try a different spot. Two times. You can't see anything, sorry about that. Okay. Kind of bottomed out on that, so I'm super happy with that. I don't like to hit any metal. If I grab it closer to here, right, I should have... I like it. You know what I think would be better? Do a couple. It's kind of like pull on a different spot. Like that. Kind of counterproductive. I pushed it back in. Alright, go back to the L hole and see what we can do with that. Compel to do another one up top. Right. So the reason why I'm thinking of doing it this way is it will give me it should give me some other more than one spot to pull on. It's not even going in the right hole. Okay, I'll leave that one alone. Let's see if we can pull it without I need something not too thick. Maybe this. Yeah, that's gonna slide right out, which is totally fine because that's what just happened. Okay, that's good. That's the money shot right there on this side. You can see it's almost out. That side's kind of stupid, but this is almost out. From this side. Take a look. Okay, so that is what failed. Why did it fail? That's what I want to know. Couldn't tell you. I just don't know, you know. All right, we can take a closer look together. Let's see. Okay, so let's see what we got. We have right here is a oil hole. Oops, sorry. Clean that off. Looks like we have an oil passage here. Can you see that? It's a little shadowy, but it's right there. That's an oil passage. And that looks like an oil hole also, but I'm not really sure. This looks more like a passage. I have some, my drill bit kind of touched the bottom there. I mean, or the screw. I don't know why I like that idea, but anyway. I didn't touch the sides of the wall of this, which is important. And this gasket here, and it failing the way it did, perplexes me a bit because, I mean, oil seal, I'm sorry. Because yeah, I don't know why. Well, anyway, as you can tell, we have ourselves a situation where we can easily place this back and go from there, alright? So let's think while we're at it, let's take a look at the carburetor and see what kind of condition it is in. Let's get this air filter off. Okay. Interesting discoloration right here, I wonder why. It's pretty good condition now. Right here. Something happened right there. It's Japanese. Most likely it's going to be 10 millimeter. And it's a 10 millimeter. Okay. So. Size matters, huh? Japan. Jesus. Well, that's those two. Okay, we have a gasket there. We have a breather hose back here, I think. Yeah, definitely. There's a gasket in between. That gasket fell out. Looks like we have breather hose on, yeah, crankcase breather hose on this back here. So we have to pull that off. A little hard to see. Let's see if we can get it with my hand. Okay. So that was back there, like that. Okay. Alright, this gasket looks like that was there. Like this. That's an awesome gasket. Okay. So what do we have? We have a gasket that goes... Actually, no, I think this gasket was back here on this. The way I think about it. The reason why I say that is I look back here, I can see the, well actually I don't know. I mean, where did that come from? No, it would have to be like that because of that hole right there. So yeah, I think it's from the front and it's this orientation. Okay. Okay, and we have a whole bunch of linkage attached to the carburetor. We just look at the bowl and then put it back together. What do you think? Alright, cool. I think that's a good idea. What do you think that's going to be? 10 millimeter? Is it 10? Yeah, totally that's 10. Keep falling, these pieces. Okay, that's that bolt. Yeah, I don't see any crud in there. I'm happy with this thing. Okay. I think they did a good job maintaining it. All the gaskets look good. Alright. I think this thing will work just fine. Okay. Let's put this thing back. Cool little gasket. Not what I expected. So it should go like that. Alright, so I'm going to line all this stuff up. Alright, you ready to watch it from the side? I think that'll be more of a fun angle for you. So we have a crankcase breather hose right here that goes into the back of that. I should probably put that on last. Alright. Let's see how easy this goes. Hope the camera doesn't do anything weird with the light. It doesn't like the spotlight effect. Okay, so that should be like that. Okay. And then we know we have this hole here, like that. Yeah, that's right. Line that up. Come on. All the way. Yeah, so the fight begins. Yeah, that's all the way through. Oh man. Right, maybe we should do 2 bolts. Get everything lined up with that. Push that through. If that goes through there, then we should have that. Look at I just slid that through the okay. Okay, so that's we're almost there. We're almost there. We can do this, right? You and I, we got this. Alright. All the holes in the gasket are lined up. Correct. Alright, it's caught. Okay, so that's good. Kill the light. That's all lined up. Yeah. So if you're watching this video, I'm really trying to get this repaired because I'm trying to wash my engine of the Honda engine rebuild that's happening. I'm trying to save my my last century Honda Civic, and it is an oily mess. It's just, you know, it's just years of just neglect, you know, and it's not really my style. You know, I've done I feel like I'm in defense mode here, but anyway, you know, I've done a good job taking care of the car. I got it in a really bad condition. You know, the previous owner drove it well over 500 miles with less than a quart of oil in it. So you can name, and that was done like twice. 1, 2, 3, 4 times actually. Okay. So you can already figure out that, you know, whatever damage was going to happen to the engine is going to happen. It's already happening. Did happen. And you know, that was about 8 years ago. And I've been like just kind of like taking care of it. Just trying to get it right. And keep it, maintain it, you know. And in doing that, I would say that it's been a fun little journey, but the problem is it all caught up with me. I can tell like 2 years ago it's getting kind of weak. A lot of torque, low end torque, high end torque. Climbing hills was like ridiculous, you know. So it obviously was failing. Things were getting bad, and then the gasket blew out on me when I was driving on the highway. Lucky for me, I wasn't on any epic trip. So this is all part of the getting the engine prepared for its final production. So hopefully you can join me in all the many journeys right at the homestead. So this is going to be a little tricky because I couldn't figure out the best way to push this down. I've seen on YouTube people use a PVC pipe. I don't think I need to. I have a 1 1/16 socket. Here's the thing. Look closely. You'll see that it just kind of stops like right on the edge. It's kind of almost perfect, to be honest with you. Because again, this doesn't sit too far in. So let's just go ahead and try to clean that up. Again, that's 1 1/16 deep socket. So that was isopropyl, and I'm just using that to clean out the. Yeah, that's going really well. Let's see. I can use maybe this just to slide the wrap that around, just clean out the sides. Again, you don't want to scratch, so make sure you're not rubbing any metal on the It's funny, I'm going to clean it and then I'm going to lube it back up, right? Probably thinking it's silly. I agree. Anyway, it just needs to be clean. We don't want any particulates in there that can compromise the seal. Alright, so I'm thinking, okay, so here's the original part. Let's see, original. Here's our new part. It's 91202 ZL8003. That's my new Honda part. And it's a genuine Honda part. Yeah, these scissors are so sharp. It's kind of scary. That was a joke. So let's see. Let's match them up. Yeah, they look the same. So it's good to keep the part to make sure you don't have any issues. I'm going to use some silicone lubricant just to help facilitate getting the part into place. Pushed it in by hand evenly. Most important is to make sure it doesn't fold over itself. Yeah. Like the inside lip. So what I'll do now, I'll take this, I'll put this on here just to get a little extra. I don't get any metal against. Right now the top is a little high, so we can. Bottom feels pretty flat. My issue with this is, let's try this. This is a wider socket. This is 1 1/4. I'll have a little more control over where I push. Let's go right for it. Can I get to it? It's almost there. Let's go back to that smaller socket. This one goes a little deeper than the other one. So let's a little further. This side's in. This side needs a little bit more work. So we get. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Almost. So a little bit more on this side here. Yeah, it looks really nice. I think we did a good job. The ends are not rolling over. We can push this bottom part down a little bit more. Okay, we have ourselves a winner. Yeah, that's good. Alright, I'll give you the close-up so you can see. So that worked best with a deep 1 and 1/16. Sorry, 1 and 1/16 socket. It's hard to see, it's all dark. Just so you can see, that's what we're aiming for. All the way around. Okay. So I think that's a good seal. And we get to put it back together. Let's read some 13 millimeters nuts on top of this. Is a sorry. Show what we're working with here. We have a 13 millimeter ratchet and wrench. This is a 6 millimeter hex. And we gotta put this back together. So you have the water pump on there. Alright, so that went in. Look at that. Pretty sure I went like that. What do you think? Am I wrong? This has a bit of oil under, and I want to get rid of it. I was thinking brake parts cleaner, where parts cleaner tends to be a little on the, I don't know if it's good for rubber, and this is all rubber up top here. So I thought we should go the route of just the rubbing alcohol. You know? So, the isopropyl, sorry, not rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol is another name for kind of alcohol, but I don't know if it's usually that pure. So I'm just gonna use some copper anti-seize, so that way we don't have too many shenanigans in the future. So let's take that and just rub it in there. Okay, see, got a little copper anti-seize in there. And that should help us in the future, whether it's me or someone else, to separate it. New plan, round 4. How about some high tack? The old gasket sealant. Maybe, because the problem is, right, I need something sticky that will hold the key in place. Just sticky. Now, I don't know if it's going to work, so don't be too excited. More. So my thoughts are, it's going to be a little tacky. It should hold it a little bit better. Put the keyway there. So when I turn it, it won't move, you know? That's the plan. Okay. Oh, it just slid right down. That's great. Alright. Maybe high tack was a little too, what do you call it? Okay. Alright, we have connect. Alright, let's see if I can get this bolt here into... Ah, shit. Put that back. Get that into... Oh my god, this is craziness. Alright, this is the furthest we've gotten. Don't panic. I have long arms. Alright, we have one start. Oh my god. We did it. Ta-da! My god, that was amazing. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. Okay, so let's continue down this path, shall we? Don't worry, I did all the hard work. You just got to sit back and laugh. Alright, so we need to go up this bolt here. So all the nuts are on top, right? So I have to undo that one over there and put switch it around. So I remember. Right, but let's just get these two in. So that goes in first. Okay. So here I am, switching for holds. Many years later after puberty. Okay, that's good. We're happy with that. Yes. Okay, so again, these are 13 millimeters. Right here. Okay, get that on top. Yeah, that works. Perfect. I feel like those would be a good candidate for some Loctite. What do you think? Only because the stuff gets a lot of vibration. You know? Since I will keep this, at least I'll deal with the risk versus trying to appease a client that's going to come back pretty pissed off. At least I'll keep it for now. If I do get rid of it, I'll put some Loctite on it. Gotta use your imagination. I'm just screwing, flipping it around. That's all. 13 here. 13 millimeter ratchet and wrench. It's gonna hold the bottom here while I tighten it. Then we have to tighten one more. It's right here. Okay. I really despise the way they construct these onto the chassis. Like different manufacturers, nobody's done a really good job with this for me yet. As I'm working on these things, they just don't make much sense. Done well, period. Okay, let's go one more time around. Okay, I'm good. Alright, let's put our water filter back on the front over here. Good. So we should put some oil in. Yeah. Okay. Oil's got to go in. So I'm going to use this 4-stroke 10W40 motor oil. Never used it before. I usually just use 5W30. This should hold. It said 12.5 to 13 ounces. So that's these 1 quart containers. 1 quart is equal to, let me do the math, 32 ounces, which is, this is 946 milliliters. So that's about, I think, yeah, that is 32 ounces, 1 quart. And then we need to add 13 ounces, up to 13 ounces. That means that this should be about a third of this. About a third, yeah, about a third of it. So, yeah, it's got ounces on the side. Lucky us, right here. Put my light book on. So we should just be able to get like 13 ounces, which is a third of this container. Oh yeah, that's great. The ounces are at the bottom. Oh, okay, whatever. But I can see that we're close to about where should we? Let's measure. Dipstick it up. light is bright. Yep, it's perfect. Okay, we are good. I'm sure Tess is there any oil dripping out of the well seal at the bottom? Alright, so let's go test it. Put some water on there. I almost forgot. Let's put this hose back. Let's go see what we got showing. Let's check and see. Is that a filter on it? That is zero filter. Wow, what happened to the filter? Isn't that concerning? Either way, whatever. I'm excited about it. So I want to show you something. We have a this is the original gun that came with it. You get these these tips, right? Problem is when I put these tips in, right, that doesn't seal up all the way, so I couldn't use it. You know, this kind of sucks. I don't know what it needs. Actually, no, maybe that worked. No, it just kind of flies right out. You know, it's not seating properly. That should go back up a little higher than that. But I put this in, and I don't get too far, so it's I have to use a different gun. Hose and wand, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm going to show you how to start this thing. So it's got to zoom in a little. We'll talk about it. Can you see that? Come on. Less blurry. Alright, we have this is the fuel. It actually has it right here. So this is fuel flowing. That's fuel shut off. So you have the fuel flow that way. That's the fuel flow from the tank to carburetor. You gotta put this in the on position. This is the choke lever right here. I didn't know that. Right? So we're gonna pull it all the way back to choke position. Right? And then give it a pull. Again, this is on. Pull all of this towards me, choked, just to get it started. Right. Push it back that way. Alright, so now you're gonna push the gun. You don't want it to waste. Yeah, that's not a bad deal. I think I lucked out on this one. Well, not really. The guy was honest, and I trusted him, and he looked honest. Whatever that means, looking honest. Anyway, it works well. $48 for a mostly brand new, pretty very rarely used pressure washer, and all it was is the oil seal. So, not a bad deal. Go team. Hey, listen, thanks for watching the video. thumbs up. Make sure you do that to the video, not me. Tell your friends. Go ahead and subscribe and like also. Then you see that bell button next to the subscribe button? Make sure you hit that too, so that way you can get notifications when I continue my shenanigans. That thing we're going to use to try to fix my car. Alright? Because the car is, the head gasket is still apart. And this is what we're going to use to try to clean it. Alright. Alright, so it's not too bad. I got the tip working a little better. You can see right here. It actually slides on. I had to grease and oil it. I'll show you how to do it. Well, I don't know if I'm going to film it in the right order. But anyway, I got it seated. It completely sits where it's supposed to be. And I got some chemical cleaner in there. A degreaser stuff. That thing. So, I want to see if this is going to give my car a little bit of a clean. So I'm going to have to clean the engine. So I don't know, let's see. Let's take a look into it. Miracles will work on the Honda, shall we? Yeah, I think we need this pink nozzle. Alright, let's give that a try. It looks a little like it needs a little more suds, right? Yeah. Alright, try a little more suds. Let's try again.